I'm Tom from Do-It-Yourself Home Automation, and this is a look at an app that I really love called Plantsnap. Now, this is a free app you can download on the iPhone or Android, and it uses AI to actually look at a plant and tell you exactly what plant it is and then give you information about it. So basically, it turns you into your own botanist, and it's really great to be able to go around and scan plants and just learn about what you're seeing. And again, it's all driven by an AI model. So I'm going to test it out here. You can see the way that the app looks when you first launch it. It goes right to this camera screen. And you can pull up instructions. It tells you how to correctly photograph.
Plantsnap helps you identify plants or
video. I'm going to go back here. Basically you point it at a plant and then press the button for it to detect. And I'm going to test it out. I know in advance that these are carnations. These are flowers that somebody gave to me, and I know what kind of flower it is. So let's see if the app can correctly identify it. I'm going to press the button to take a picture. Now it's going to ask me to select what part of the flower I want to look at. So I'm just going to say this part up here and say done. It's going to take a second to identify. And there you go, it pulls up carnation. So very quick and accurate result. Now, I can go through here and look and see comparison. So my plant is in the upper right, and then these flowers are displayed here, and I can look at some different pictures. Obviously, the coloration is different, but you can see, clearly this is the same flower. And again, I knew that in advance, so we can test and see how accurate this was. You also get a variety of different information about the plant. So, this one, it tells you all kinds of information about where it's grown and its background, the number of different species, different species within that genus. It gives you the full taxonomic information, too, if you're interested in that kind of thing, breaking it down from the kingdom of plants all the way down to, the specific orders and that kind of thing. You can then add these to your collection if you want to. So you can say that you want to collect this, or you can say get the plant, and it's actually going to pull up a website. So say I really like these flowers that somebody gave me as cut flowers, and I want to purchase a plant to grow in my garden of that exact same thing. I can go through and select a carnation to go ahead and plant there. And obviously this is a pretty obvious flower, but the app actually performs really well on all kinds of other types of plants. So I'm going to go outside and take a look at a random wild plant growing in my garden. Okay, so what I'm looking at here I know is a Japanese maple, but I'm wondering if this is going to be quite as accurate because it doesn't have a flower, it's just the leaves. Usually that makes it a little bit more challenging for the AI, so let's go ahead and try it out. Snap a picture of that. I'm going to select, this is where the selection helps because I can say just these leaves, not the stuff down at the bottom. Say done. Let's let it go ahead and identify. And there you go. It's going to pull up Japanese maple as the first choice there. Now you can see because it was a little bit less clear, it didn't have the flowers, it's not the same coloration, it did pull up a couple of other options, but the most prominent one is in fact the correct one. So you can not only look at plants that are cut flowers and that kind of thing someone may have given you, but you can look at plants in your garden, and you can even look at wild plants if you're on a nature hike or something like that. I find this to be super helpful. It's really neat just to learn about all of the different plants around you and connect a little bit more with nature there. And I love that it is an AI-driven system. So there's not a person, looking at these submissions. It's actually using visual AI to automatically match your plant against a whole database of different plants and give you the answer, as you saw, pretty much instantaneously. So a really cool example of using tech to automate a process and putting you a little bit more in touch with nature and with your garden. If you found this helpful in any way, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps.